Okay, folks, this will be a challenging one. It's going to be a tricky one. I'm going to have to hold it, I do think. Have to make a master copy. Going to add some more brightness, make it easier to reproduce. Okay, let's see what we have to demo with. We have here, it's an interesting piece. It's a headband. So it's a headband with a floral garland on it, or you could call it a garland, but it's a headband with a floral piece on there. I'm just wondering where I'm going to put it, how I'm going to put it. So it might be able to stand, or maybe I'll just have to hold it like so, and I'm going to use the camera hand to press the button. Hopefully that's turned out. This looks like it's sitting there quite okay, come to think of it. Yeah, that's come up looking nice image-wise, the colours. I don't like the way it's sort of, there's nothing there. But that looks quite nice, it's promising. You have to press it down, I think. So I'm just going to move it out a bit. I'm just going to press it down. Camera hand being utilised to press the button. This is a challenging one, just a tad. Yeah, that looks a bit better. Looks like there's more of it on the glass. I'm going to try it again. Or maybe we're going to leave it like that. Wondering if we're going to do it again. We're going to do it again, or we're going to maybe I'm going to take some of this dark lightness out. Brightness. Yeah, okay. This is probably going to be donated. I found this by the side of the road. Like a lot of things I use in my demos, I find them on the side of the road. Surprising what you can find sometimes, folks, when you know where to look and where people are so fucking wasteful. People can be so wasteful and so expensive. No, rich people, they do tend to be particularly wasteful. I think we'll need to make this a bit bigger on the vertical. I'm just trying to see how far we're going with the vertical, so we've just got to cut it off the top there, just a little bit. But I'm really missing a partner, folks. His name is Luigi, and I need to get in touch with him at ASAP. He is my soulmate and my friend, and I really miss him, and I need to get in touch. It's really difficult trying to get in touch with someone when there's no cooperation from the TV channels that I'm trying to get interested in my case. It's never gonna, I just feel like it's never gonna happen. I'm never gonna see him again if I don't get to the TV. And this is costing me a lot of money, and I don't have much money to throw around. I don't have cash to splash, folks, if we pardon that rhyme. I don't like that bit there. I think that looks a bit dark. Maybe I could enlarge this off, make it into something better. I don't know, folks. I wish I had have just... fuck it. I don't know. I don't know what to do, folks. I'm going to just run with what we had before. We're just going to start again. If I can make this a better version. So I'm just going to put that on brightness again. But I really miss my partner. And I'm trying to get in touch with him. And it really hurts to be separated as long as we have been. And because I did stupid things when I was young. I had opportunities when I was young that I never took. I was gutless, I was foolish, and I pay the price to this day, folks. So, you got to believe in yourself, folks, because if you don't, you might end up like me, nearly 50 years old and lonely. I'm not with my partner. I can't find him anywhere. So you got to believe in yourself, and you got to follow your dreams, your passions. Don't suppress them, or otherwise your life will be ruined. You got to be yourself, folks. You got to fucking be yourself. Be who you are, not what other people expect you to be. If they're not pushing you in the right direction, if they're making you do things that you don't believe in. Peer group pressure can be a real downer. Can really put a dampener on dreams and hopes and aspirations. You just got to ignore the peer group pressure. Just like when people at school tell you to smoke. Oh, go on, have a drag. Go on, have a drag. Fuck the drag. Fuck you, the drag. Fuck the cigarettes, you bitches. I had people at school try to get me to smoke, and I refused. And I am so glad that I refused. I wasn't even tempted, folks. I was not at all interested in having a drag. Hell, and have a drag. And these people didn't even like me. They didn't love me. They didn't believe in me. They were just bullies and teasers who wanted to make me assimilate with them when they weren't even on my side. And I would have been stuck with a habit, and I would have had no friends. I was teased and bullied mercilessly at high school, especially. And I just couldn't get along with anyone very well. And that looks shit house. I want there to be more there. I think I've got to push it in. So I'm just trying to work out how to do this. This is a really difficult one, folks. But you just got to ignore the peer group pressure that people, even if it's your family. My dad and my brother don't believe in my photocopier art. And even my mum, who's well-meaning, doesn't believe in it either. She's worried I'm gonna go under financially. And my dad and my brother, who are really mean and horrible, absolutely despise it. They don't like what I do with the photocopier. They don't believe in it. I've got a bit of my hand just there. I'm going to cut it off. But basically, I can't just follow the peer group pressure of my family. Even though Mum means well, she doesn't know that I'm talented like this, that this is my future. I believe this is my future, folks, or at least it's a huge part of my future, and I've got to keep working on it. I've got to, if you keep following peer group pressure, you're going to fucking go under. You got to believe in yourself, folks. You got to believe in who you are and what your purpose in life is, and that's my fingers there too. So you got to believe in yourselves, folks. You can't just let people try to put you off your game. You got to fucking just allow yourself to be yourself. I'm going to push it from up here and see what happens. But basically, you got to be yourself, and you can't allow people to just mold you into who they think you should be, whether it be good intentions or bad intentions. Doesn't matter. It's both ways. You gotta push through. You gotta be yourself. Be who you are. And push it. Push the boundaries, push the boundaries of things. Don't let convention rein you in. I think that looks really quite nice. I think we could work with that. I don't know if it's any good. I think it should work. But basically, you've got to be passionate about what you do. You've got to believe in what you do. You can't allow the past to determine your future as well. It's another factor you've got to take into consideration is that sometimes the past can fetter you, it can tie you up. And I have had a lot of problems with the past myself. And this is why I'm here today making these demos, because I never got to be myself when I should have. I tried to give up what I did with the photocopier. I didn't take it seriously. And now I have to take it seriously, and I have no contact with my partner Luigi, who was a real fan of mine, as well as being a soulmate. And I now have to fucking find him, and I don't know where he is. I'm imploring the TV channels to air this material when they get it, and put it on the 6 o'clock news. And this is the only way I'm going to get out of this past. It feels like a real hoodoo, like it's a real fucking fuck up. It's a real fuck up what I did when I was young. But I have to go and keep forging on to a brighter future. I've got to make the future bright by doing what I'm good at and what I'm passionate about, and ignoring what I can't do and what I'm sorry, my voice is going. I have had a cold, or was it a cold or a flu? I'm not sure. I did feel a bit feverish, but it wasn't very strong. I did take some stuff for it, which I don't think it actually really worked. It didn't stop the congestion, except maybe the nighttime tablets did. The nasal congestion. Fortunately, I'm going to think this is a bit light, but I like the shape. I'm going to darken it a bit, maybe. But basically, I did the wrong things when I was young, and basically, I fucked up. And I now have to tell the tale, folks. So I'm just busy trying to make this work happen, and it's really costing me a bomb. It's costing me a lot of money and a lot of time, and I have to do things. Some of it's no fun, like having to handle things that have been on the ground, because you can't afford to go to the op shop anymore and buy things from there, and you find you got to use more found materials, which is good for the planet. It's better for the planet, but it's messy. Dust and dirt and filth, off the street, off the footpath, off the grass. You just have to keep finding things, because you just can't make ends meet with these increases in living costs. So these increases in living costs are really starting to bite me real hard. And I'm trying my best to stay afloat while I can. And next year the photocopier is probably going to end up becoming obsolete. So I may not be able to get spare parts or consumables, and if I can't get spare parts, I can't have a service agreement, and the toner will cost me hundreds of dollars, more than $100 a cartridge, and they don't last. And basically, if it needs fixing, it's going to cost hundreds of dollars to get it fixed, so it's not pointless. And this bank loan that I'm having troubles paying off is going to continue for 6 years. So about a year after this photocopier becomes obsolete, that's when I'll finish paying it off. And that's just not acceptable, because, I was hoping I'd be out of here long before then. I'm getting really doubtful now, but I'm going to keep going, folks. I'm going to keep pushing until we get there. Anyway, that's come up looking really nice. I think we can now call this demo quits.